Oh yeah, that is so much better. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So it's been about a week since I posted last, but the last video that we made, we were having some jetting issues. So when I got home, I actually pulled the plug and I did confirm that the bike is running really lean. To give you a little background, when I put this exhaust on back during the summer, it was on average about 95 to 100 degrees every single day. So basically what that means is the bike was running at optimal performance as the environment would allow it. It was super hot out, pretty dry conditions, but now we're here in early December in North Carolina and it's finally gotten pretty cold. So we're averaging right now about 40 degrees during the day and the mid 30s to low 20s at night. So basically what was happening is the bike just wasn't getting enough fuel when we were riding, and it was causing it to bog out and actually stall anytime you got past about half throttle. So what we're gonna do tonight is we are going to pull the float bowl off the carburetor, and we're gonna pull those jets. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna pull the pilot jet or not. It doesn't seem to have any issues idling at the moment, so we may just leave the pilot jet as is, but the main jet's definitely got to come out. So rather than getting new jets, I did want to try something first. I did buy this kit right here off of Amazon. It's a high-speed drill set with a mini drill, like it's a handheld drill. So this kit actually comes with jetting drill bits. What we're going to try to do is drill it out first, start at the smallest. Hopefully we'll be able to stick the smallest drill bit straight through there so we can kind of start at the next larger size and work our way up from there. So if you want any information on this kit, I'll put the link down in the description below, and it'll actually prevent you from having to buy a bunch of jets. Basically, you can tune the jet yourself if you feel the desire to. Like I said, I don't even know how this is gonna turn out yet, but in all honesty, a jet is like $2. I figure we may try to go this route first, and you know, worst comes to worst, we'll just special order a new jet from the dealership and go from there. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get this carburetor bowl off, but first things first, always make sure to drain the fuel from the carburetor bowl unless you want to mess. All right, so to get this carburetor bowl off, basically it's just 4 screws that bolt straight into the carburetor. Really easy to take off. I will say that make sure that you're using the exact correct size screwdriver, because these screws are really easy to strip out. Now, just keep in mind how this seal right here on the bowl is seated. If it comes out, it's really difficult to get seated back in properly, so just make sure that it stays down if all possible. All right, so I don't know how well you're gonna be able to see it or not, but basically this is your float right here. This is your main jet, and this is your pilot jet. So when you take this main jet out right here and you unscrew it basically just with a flathead screwdriver, there's basically gonna be 2 parts that fall out. There's gonna be the jet, which is this one right here, and then there's gonna be, you know, this other like perforated small cylinder. I don't know exactly what it's called, but I'll show it to you. This is your jet right here. That's gonna have threads on one end. And basically what it does, it's gonna suck up the fuel through this side here. And depending on how much restriction there is inside of the jet is what disperses the fuel out. All right, guys, so this is the jetting drill bit set that I got. You can see it is made for metal. I don't know how well you can see it or not. These are seriously micro drill bits. Like, I don't even know how they manufacture these, to be honest with you. What we're gonna first try to get it all the way through the jet, and at that point we'll know if we need to move up a size or not. This one right here goes all the way through the jet, so we've definitely got some room there, so that's definitely a good thing. What I want to do is get a bit that's just barely gonna not fit through. Jetting is one of those things where a little makes a huge difference, so you really just want to take it one step at a time. Take your time with it, similar to painting those wheels that we did. I've had a couple people do it and didn't get the outcome that they wanted, but you really have to take your time with this. Like I said, I mean, this is only a $2 jet, so if we mess it up, the worst that we got to do is, you know, special order another one. These are the 3 smallest drill bit sizes that we have to work with. We've got a 0.5 millimeter, a 0.6 millimeter, and a 1 millimeter bit. So you got kind of that jump there. Neither the 0.5 or the 0.6 will touch the walls on this jet, so this 1mm right here does, and I'm not sure exactly how much, but this is really the only option we got, so we're gonna try it with this and go from there. Yeah, we're making some headway. It's a little bit out of time, but it's definitely working. And just like that, we're through. It is literally just a hair bigger. So we'll go through the opposite way too. And now it shoots straight to the bottom. So I'm thinking this is gonna be just enough to make the difference. The second most important thing when you're doing any kind of carb or jet work is to make sure that the part's thoroughly cleaned, especially since we were shaving down metal. I just wanna be sure that everything is completely clear of this jet right here. Got some 𝕤𝕚𝕚 B12 carburetor and choke cleaner, and we're just gonna run a couple passes through here and should be good to go. Going up from that 0.6mm where it was just touching the wall to that 1mm, that should give it just enough fuel. I'm hoping it doesn't, you know, make it too rich, but at the end of the day, like I said, we can we'll just order a new jet if need be. We'll go ahead and get this put back in and get her bolted back up. It's currently about 10 o'clock, so we're gonna have to do test runs tomorrow, but I'm fairly certain that this is gonna make the difference here. All right, so I'm putting this back together. Since we did take this piece out too, we're just gonna run some carbon choke cleaner through it too, just to make sure, you know, everything's all free. The way that you want to install these back is literally the exact same way it came out. It's actually going to go up into the carburetor just like this. So make sure that this tapered end is on the bottom against the jet. And when you put the jet in there, it doesn't have to be torqued down. You basically just want it in there tight enough to where it's gonna hold. Once you meet resistance, give it about a 1/16 to a 1/12 of a turn, and that should be tight enough in there. Then all you gotta do is get that float bowl back installed and make sure it's all clean, which this one is. I mean, this bike's only about, you know, 3-4 months old at this point. So yeah, we'll get her installed and back together. We'll go ahead and get the fuel on and let it sit overnight, let that bowl fill up. We're gonna do some full speed passes in. It's basically running perfectly at full throttle, anywhere from about 3/4 to full throttle. Half throttle still good. I think I need to adjust the pilot just a little bit because I'm still getting a little bit of chop on the low end, but oh yeah, this has made a hell of a difference as far as full throttle goes. All right, guys, so we're gonna hit the pit bike track this weekend. The weather's supposed to be pretty nice. It's gonna be cold, but otherwise it's not gonna be raining at least. And we've got 20 dump truck loads of dirt going to the pit bike track this weekend, starting on Saturday. And dude, it's gonna be right. All right, guys, so that's gonna do it for this one. We're gonna go ahead and cut it here, but like I said, stay tuned for the pit bike track this weekend. It's gonna be epic.